Hello and welcome back to Avowed. We know exactly what we're doing this time because last time we discovered this way up to the Godless Ruins, or past the Godless Ruins up to this expedition team. So that's where we're going to be going this time. However, there are a couple of things I want to do first. Very first, I want to rest. So we're going to go back to camp, rest and reset. The only reason I'm doing this basically is just to reset the day back to the start of the day. Then I want to go and check the fence that we found. The only person who we found who actually sells lockpicks. Just to see whether they have restocked. Yeah, so that's giving us the tutorial on enhancing weapons because we have now got a unique weapon. Also going to try something else that we said we wanted to try last time, which is what happens if I fast travel like this? Does it reset the day-night cycle the same as it would if you just returned to your previous location? Because if it does, fantastic, we'll do that more often. It does indeed reset the day-night cycle. That's what we like to see. So we're going to head past these guys all the way into the back, and we're going to see whether you get me any lockpicks. He does not restock. Alright then. These dexterity boots are intriguing to me. The reason why these are intriguing to me is our current boots are just movement speed. Although I do like the movement speed, but yeah, dexterity ones could be better if we were going for combat. But we'll come back to you maybe later. Wonderful. Anyway, I'm trying to see where the best location would be for to get to this thing. It might actually be there and run. I think it's there and run. There must be a fast travel point that's very near this area because currently we've got nothing in that area whatsoever. So it's a little bit of a run no matter where we start from, but we can get there. Yeah, I might need to look up lockpicks and just see if there's like something obvious I'm missing. There could be a crafting mechanic for lockpicks. That would be the kind of thing where I would, I would understand the lack of them. It's just that we found maybe like 6 or 7 places now that need one lockpick, and we haven't found a lockpick in a long time. So, yeah, it could also be that some of these lower level areas that we haven't fully explored, we were meant to explore, and those are just filled with lockpicks. But that would be unlikely as well. Yeah. I suppose we did find that one enemy that respawned in Hightown, and it did have a lockpick on it. So maybe you're meant to just farm that one enemy over and over again? That also seems unlikely. Really didn't need to take the high path to go up here, but anyway. Yeah, but like bandits don't have lockpicks either. Which is what confuses me, because I'm like, if you were going to drop lockpicks on any enemy's like loot table, you would definitely go for like the random bandits. We'll see. We'll see. For now, we'll simply try and remember as many locations that need lockpicks as possible, like doors that we want to get through, and otherwise we'll try and be a little bit more careful with them. Yeah, this is the path we found last time with these little tags saying there's an expedition up here. We'll focus on these. I think that the only path you could take is going directly up the hill, but I guess I just went off that path, so maybe there is a point to having these. So we got a Zurup Forager. Oh, that's also a Zurup over there. This one, I just couldn't really tell from the angle we were at. I'm just going for a little bit of a sneakier route in. Can't see any grass here, so we're going to have to go for the old sneaking tactics. Blast them. Got him. In here. And big hit. That's a bear. Alright. Protect up. Need you to hit that bear for me. Just snap it. Hit the healer. And blast it. And it's dead.
This looks like the path Offric told us about.
That's over.
Offric must be the one who told us about the expedition. Yes, this is the Pilgrim's Path from the expedition, and it's where the beacon is. Ah. So this is where we're going to go if we want to follow that expedition, but where I want to go first is just a little bit out here just to continue exploring this side of things. Before we jump right into that. That's another thing that looks like one of these markers. It's going in a different direction. Ooh, letter to the Oracle. This letter appears to be unsent. Though smooth now, it bears the evidence of being previously folded into the shape of a papered lighter. Mr. Oracle, you've been very generous with your shillings, and I appreciate that, but the Adherans have started asking around about me at the market. Isn't often regular food, I don't know why I'm reading the word food. Isn't often regular folk are carrying purses full of gold, you understand? Maybe I'm just hungry. Anyway, now that they've gone and started inspecting all the shipments coming through the port, I can't afford to keep ferrying your goods. The sciences aren't exactly illegal in the city, but the steel garrote people don't much like it either, and I'm starting to think that I might end up at the bottom of a river if we keep this up. Sorry, I know you'll understand. Neil. Or Niall. So basically he was getting all this stuff for experiments transported up here and then had to stop due to the steel garrote. Fair enough. It's another one of these markers. And there's a couple here as well. Oh, hello. Are you... So there's animancy equipment conversations up here as well.
And nobody will look for it.
Hello.
Envoy, we didn't realize you were in the area.
2 guards, wine, and a dead body. There's a story here.
What happened here?
Bon and I caught this man trying to load a crate onto the lift. Turned out he was smuggling animancy equipment.
So we've closed this lift down, as a precaution.
On a trail like this, where was it going?
Oh, I'm sure he's got some hidey hole around here where he stored this stuff. Where he took it after, though, I couldn't say.
We've heard of bandits using this lift to sneak past the gatehouse, too. It seems the locals have been looking the other way for some time.
In the meantime, sorry, you'll have to go back to the main road.
Excuse me? Are you trying to tell me what to do? But, did you find anything of note on the body? That's more important to say.
Haven't searched him yet. We were only meant to be keeping watch, you understand? You're welcome to take a look if you think you'll find anything useful.
I'll ask you to refrain from using the lift, though.
I didn't come all this way for you grunts to keep me out. Move.
Alright, please. There's already been enough strife here for one day. I suppose it wouldn't do any harm to let you through.
But if you bring so much as an Audra stone with you, we'll find out.
I have some on me. What are you going to do about it, Gwyn? Treating me like a common peasant. Procurement request. Niall, I find myself in need of a 3rd essence generator and another passel of resonance amplifiers. I know it was a bear wrestling the last shipment from our friends in Fior, but my master there has led me to believe they have more than they can use and thus can stand to spare a few. Should they make a fuss, I'll release you to offer them an extra shelling for each machine they'll part with. I've included extra here for you. Walk in the light. Sargamus. So Sargamus, I'm assuming, based upon the walk in the light thing from the walk in the light message, I think that's an Aothis thing, right? So I think that that is related to this. So they are here to explore the Temple of Aothis in search of a holy relic, but I'm assuming that this guy lives in the Temple of Aothis. Unless, of course, another one of these links in, but I think that was the one that I remembered. As in, like, that's the one I remembered us getting. Yeah, so I think this must be Dawntreader. So, Where I'm assuming someone's already in that temple. Now the lift works again. Is the lift going to come up here, or? Ah, and this is what they said about the lift working. But previously we didn't even know the lift existed, so it working or not was kind of irrelevant. Now, obviously I can climb onto these and jump back and forward. There's no doubt about that. Is there anything on these, do you think? Or down there? I don't see anything obvious down there for us to go to. Yeah, we've walked through there, haven't we? What I should send this down so I can see where it is. The other side of that. That's what he meant by... Okay, so you need a lockpick to even get here. Ah. So that's what you meant by lift. Now I understand. Now it's all coming together. So there is a middle part there to this. Yeah, so let's go and explore that. That wasn't that bad. Took a little bit of damage, but mostly fine. Ow. We'll have that. We'll have that. We'll have all the things you had on you. Tear-stained note. Alone. Abandoned. Isolated. No one to turn to. Comrades gone. I have a choice. Live out my remaining days in grief and loneliness, or go to the gods now by my own hand. I should have joined you then, but no. I will join you now. Oh. So, this person found a large drop and yeah, made use of it. Let's get rid of these daggers and all of this. Still have quite a lot of weight on me. We'll get rid of those. There we go. There's the weight problem fixed, and then this takes us further down here, and it takes us to this place, which we can't do anything with. Right, let's fast travel back to the top again. So, looks like lockpicks can unlock shortcuts for us. So we definitely want to get a supply. Cool. Let's explore over this way now. Back to where we were. Don't entirely know what these ribbons on posts meant. I thought they were like indicating the expedition, but I guess it could be indicating it from different directions. I guess you could have come in this way, but we didn't, so. But you could have, and then you would want to know where it is based upon going in that way. But it doesn't make sense that the expedition would have set up the markers from either direction. That just doesn't seem to line up with something sensible. Hello, random blue creature. Northern Farms. Also, I love how they're like, we set out on an expedition. There's literally a farmer who's like, maybe a minute from there, if that. Did you not just ask the farmer about this Temple of Aethys? Surely someone's been there if there's like civilization right next to it. At least that's what I would think. Hello. What are you two doing?
Cheap fertile land. Too good to be true, you said.
You were the one who told me we should try our hands at farming.
The land under our feet is nothing but clay and salt.
Who says we can't try anyway?
If you came all this way for arable land, you might as well get back on your ship and leave.
Ah. So the colonists have arrived and found the land not to their liking. Actually, I've come on behalf of the Emperor of Adir.
Maybe he can help us.
We're not taking another stranger at their word.
He's a godlike, not a stranger. What have we got to lose? A gentleman sold us his farm, sight unseen, of course. He boasted of making a fortune off the living lands.
We risked everything for this opportunity. But the place is in shambles and the earth is barren.
Your luck might be better further inland, away from the sea.
As if we could afford to move. Price of land has tripled since the Adirans arrived.
So do we find a way to squeeze life out of this dead farm? Or do we cut our losses?
He seems awfully mad at the adherents, but previously, let's just go back in the conversation. Where are we? This gentleman sold us his farm, sight unseen of course. He boasted of making a fortune off the living lands. They are not from the living lands. These two also came here from somewhere else very recently. They're just mad that the adherents have also come here now. It's like, but you only arrived like 2 seconds ago. Dawnshore needs farms. Let me finance yours on behalf of Adir. Tough it out. You thought about making this a goat ranch instead. Yeah, what about a goat ranch?
What, a goat ranch? Huh.
Come to think of it, the island does have a breed of goat. Supposed to be real ornery, but they're survivors.
A stubborn old goat or two sounds perfect.
Or 5. Or 10.
Whoa, hey, one goat at a time, please. I can only shovel so much shit. Thanks for the advice, stranger. I can't help but feel like our fortunes have already changed for the better.
This quest
No idea you were an expert in livestock. Know anything about raising chickens?
No.
Should we tell them about the biding, or... No, they'll figure it out.
This quest makes me think that there's going to be a time skip in the game. Why do I think there's going to be a time skip? Well, because why would you put a thing there where it's like you can invest or you can tell them or like give them advice on how to change something if there's never going to be any change?
Strange looking, but the cheese they produce is delicious.
I don't know. Maybe the day-night cycle progresses it. Now that I think about it, is this just a locked door? Not locked, but it is very much a door. I did ask them to just put a door in the way if they didn't want you to go somewhere. So, yes, that's the door. Although I guess we could also just run over there if we really wanted to. I have to check every waterfall. Let's just check. This is not one of those waterfalls with loot behind it. What about this side? It is also not one of those waterfalls with loot behind it. But yeah, it could be day-night cycle related for them. I really just didn't want to give them money. Because it's the same kind of logic that I had on... I don't remember if there was this episode or a previous one where it's like there's limited loot in the game. So therefore there's limited money in the game. Therefore I don't want to be giving away my money to people wanting to buy goats. It's really just not good financial sense to do that. Hello, boar. I don't even know if can we attack boars? Nope. They are peaceful creatures and do not like being attacked. We will save. Actually, they seem unbothered when I attack them, but I'm going to say they didn't like it because it makes me feel better. The sound of wind has gone up a lot since we came through that tunnel. We haven't really gone up that much further, but it seems like we have.
If you look, you can see Fort Northreach from here.
No. Too soon.
Oh, right. Over there, maybe? Maybe I need to turn up my, you know, whatever it's called. Level of detail? That's it. I need to turn up my level of detail so I can see things further away, because I can't see the fort, but... yeah. I'll take your word for it. Don't know what we're looking at in there, but... somebody could have been watching us from up here, I suppose. Hello, adherents. Good civilized folk. Kawia's journal. This slim volume is warped and water-stained. A quick flip through its pages reveals that it was diligently updated for 7 years. His last entry is dated 2828, the year of Aethys's return. 2821, season of nesting birds. After 27 hours of difficult labor, I am the mother of a coral pink squall of a girl. I will call her Mata, after my mother's sister, who was carried away from us on Amira's wings last season. May she have something of her spirit as well as her name. 2823, season of sun showers. Anaru presented Mata with the fishing pole, the harpoon, and the basket this morning. How anxious I was that she should choose the harpoon and spend the hot seasons away at sea, or the fishing pole and be fettered always to the town, or the basket and spend her life climbing trees. But sweet Mata turned her back on all of them and crawled into her father's laps. She will be as her father is then, a healer, and stay always near to me. 28-26, Season of Ripening Koiki. Last night Mata told her first story. It was a tale of a mighty war parrot who fought fearlessly in many battles against the terrible Naga. But though he was a great warrior, he'd always wanted to explore the island, so when his mother wasn't looking, he flew to the top of Serpent's Crown in Nekataka. He saw all the way to Asongo. I was thinking that this sounded like a Hoana's journal, and it does. The sky went on forever, but he became scared of the heights and called for help, and his mother, the queen of the war parrots, came to rescue him. From then on, he was happy to remain a warrior. Great Aunt Mata once told me a similar tale when I was a foolish young girl determined to climb the tallest koika tree in the village. Perhaps there was something of my old aunt's soul in my daughter after all. 28-28, Season of Churning Waves. A dread storm cloud sits heavy on the horizon, and small tremors shake the sand, but my girl is not disturbed. Tonight, she leads the children in a performance of Nagati's Kraken Dance, as taught to us by the young woman from Maji Island, who made her bracelets and anklets from shells we collected on the beach together, and she wove her skirt herself. As we near the season of her birth, I remember how, when I first quickened, I told Anaru I was afraid. It's strange to look upon this tiny mind now and think I may have never known her. How strange this life of mine, how generous the gods. Quickened, may never have known her. I was wondering what quickened is usually, is that not when your soul... That's awakened they use for that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure we'll find out more, but I was thinking maybe awakened and quickened were the same thing, as in your soul was like activated and you could remember some of your past lives, but it doesn't quite sound like that fits there. But it does explain who's likely to be around here. Probably going to find a Hoana.
You can wait a few more days.
Oh, it's you.
You would not be so glib if your family's souls were crying out to you for justice.
Some crusty old priest isn't going to change that.
Hello.
The Temple of Aethys is closed. Ugh, I don't know why everyone in the Living Land suddenly wants to see the old kook in there, but it's not happening. Not today, anyway. Probably not tomorrow, either. Not with the way they're dawdling.
Since when do you make the rules?
Since I arrived with the big sword.
So you say I need a bigger sword. The Oracle has one. Let me in and I will borrow it.
I'm saying you need to go home because the goddamn temple is closed.
Why can't she enter the temple?
Kara, an excellent question. Holy One, please. I say you must make her see reason.
As I've told Kalya here, there's a venture underway inside. The Free Expedition Corps is exploring a cave system that holds a temple of Aethys. There's an old man in there, calls himself the Oracle. I guess he's got something they want. And uncouth pilgrims will only get in the way.
Your expedition has been gone 3 days, Sejuan. I say they are dead.
You mean the Temple of Aethys? Where is it?
It's in the cave back there. It's a hike, and the path there is crumbling to bits. So even if it weren't closed, you know, I don't recommend it.
Are you two done?
Why do you give a fuck? Oh shit. Oh shoot. Oh drat.
Idiot. You do not recognize your Emperor's favorite dignitary? If you are smart, you will have her relieved. She is terrible at her job, I say.
Considering you're out here and not in there, Kuya, I'd say she's doing fine. I've had just about enough of this, so I'll take it under advisement. Let's say I'll take it under advisement.
Hikara, so you will do nothing, just like your friend here.
Will you give it a rest?
I'm here at Ulfric's request. You've got an expedition in trouble?
The boy made it back to the embassy. I half expected him to kick off on the way there.
He was badly injured and grieving his brother's wounds. I say it is good news.
Sure, until the Inquisitor hears he abandoned his men to go crying for his mum.
Who's this Inquisitor?
Inquisitor Ludwig. You haven't had the pleasure? She's the ambassador's hunting dog, or he's her lapdog. Well, there's something animal about her anyway. She leads the Steel Garrote. They're the enforcers around here. Eyes and ears everywhere. You understand? Yeda, the expedition leader, told me it was the Inquisitor who tipped her off to this place.
Interesting.
I guess Ludwig had squeezed the information out of some rebels she was interrogating.
A lot of that going around lately.
The old godlike who maintains the temple is supposed to have some kind of relic belonging to Aethys.
And given the Steel Garrote's particular allegiances, yeah. Okay, I see the through line. I gotta say, I'm surprised there's still a temple to Aethys standing after the Saints' War. But there's no accounting for taste.
Are you going to let me pass, or what?
You will let him go and not me? I see.
Who said I was letting him go?
Don't make me bring this back to Ambassador Heelgard.
Right. Sorry, Envoy. The expedition team entered through the cave just past here. They planned for a day's journey, but they've been gone for more than 3. Something must have held them up. Our freak mentioned traps and earthquakes and...
The oracle who maintains the temple is a godlike of Aethys, so there is no telling what he is capable of.
They were carrying a lot of tools and weapons with them, so be on your guard. And Envoy, thanks. I know our freak will appreciate you looking into this.
Anyone would do the same.
Yeah, well, you're not just anyone. You're a friend of the Emperor, and that means something. Hey, good luck out there.
Finally, someone who appreciates us being a friend of the Emperor. So why do you want in there? I didn't find that out.
My family's souls deserve justice. Kara, who does this guard...
Family souls deserve justice. Ah. Yes. So it stopped when... I understand now. So this stopped on the year of Aethys' return. I'm going to guess her family died during that. So she wants in here so she can, I guess, destroy the temple or attack the godlike. I'm not entirely sure what her motives are, or like what her intentions are, but I know what her motive is now. Ah, more markers. Thought I saw something over there, but I don't think I did. And there's this big area up there, but I don't think we can get there either. Ah, we're about to hit a... Yes, I thought we were about to hit a transition point. Let's go in. I should probably switch my quest from Find the Watcher, huh? I should probably switch it to something like Dawntreader. Given that's what we're actually doing. We wander into this very cool looking place. Essence generators are mechanical devices that can be activated with shock damage. Oh, I see. You follow the wires to them, see what they power. You shock it and then it opens it. I see. I understand. This is a tutorial. So effectively we're getting tutorials for dungeon mechanics here. Or some more of them. Grab this as well. We have to climb up there. Or we do, however.
That spear looks Eora, all right. Guess we're on the right track.
Didn't even have time to finish their puzzle. Whatever they were looking for, it wasn't just treasure.
I just want to peek out this way first and see whether this seems like the right way. Oh, this is very pretty. Very cool.
Nuts. Never seen anything like it.
Views like this remind me why I came to the Living Lands in the first place.
Something stirs here.
The voice is back. Oh. That also means that that is 100% the right way to go. Right, let's heal up, because I haven't healed in a while, and then I'm going to do this. So swap to my other thing, and I can do that, maybe? I don't think... Oh, is it... Oh, I like that. Where he just shrugs there. Ah, so that means that it is filled. I understand. Skeleton fighter. Let's hit you with one of these. Too far away. Oh, it was asleep. I probably could have hit it with something much worse. Oh! Snap. Zap him. Zap him.
Now we know why the expedition team abandoned that puzzle.
The skeletons at the other side? How would they have known about it? Surely that can't be why they abandoned the puzzle, because they wouldn't have known about it until they got through. Doesn't make any sense. Also bones over here though. Yep, we can go in here. There's no reason to do that, but you can do it. Grab all of that. And we have a book. Book of Verses. Edenung, the bright star, spoke, and her voice was like a clarion cry, calling his soul forth. He knew her for the right hand of the shining god and was afraid. O wanderer, hear me, she spoke. You are known to us, and your deeds put you far from salvation. And he wept, for he knew that his sins lay bare before this great illumination. Then Sargamas spoke, and his voice swept forth with the heat and force of the bright day's sun. Weep not, for the child of light has forgiveness even for you, and you will embrace him. Harmke knelt before them, then resolved to save himself, and asked what he must do. And Modegund spoke. Her voice was like the songbird's final hymn, bidding farewell to the day's light. What darkness lies within you, you must cast into his light. Your sins will be burned from you until you are newly formed, reborn into his keeping. So spoke Modegund, but Edenung warned him, saying, You have walked all these years into darkness and must now return. You will find a path like treading fire, and at every step you will be tempted to turn away, but no harm will come to you if you keep your faith. Now, did we recognize the name there? I think it might have just been a similar name. I was wondering whether one of the names we saw there was the name of the person who was after the animancy equipment. I think it might have been similar. Let's head up here and go the way that it wants us to go. Looking for loot behind us at all times. That's an interesting view across. Continue just looking for loot.
I bet Offric's people came through here.
Oh wow, nice spot. I didn't even spot that there was a tripwire. I should pay attention. I don't know why I crouched, like that would stop any other tripwires from triggering. I should pay attention for them now. I'm guessing that's why it told us about Offric's tripwire. It's like,
Look at
pay
that.
attention.
That
Ooh.
statue. How did anyone build that all the way down here?
That is impressive.
No one knew that was down here.
And over there,
Whispers of searing light.
the voice. That must be the follower of Aethys. We can just see at the edge. The godlike of Aethys as well. Although we can't actually see them that closely yet. I do like this view though. It's got a nice sense of scale.
Zarps ahead. Just going around them. We can fight if you're feeling itchy.
I am feeling itchy. Get it. Like the ability to just kill two right away. That was a good spear throw from you. I mean, you never know what they might be hiding back here. Might even be loot. Let's crouch in here. More random destruction. Basically, we just killed a family. That's effectively what we just did here. Now we can go further in. There's a Zarp guard. Get right behind it and... Nice. That worked pretty well. Blast it. Keep looking for more things to blast. You can kind of hear loot, but I think I know the two places where it might be. So this is the way around it, right? Yeah. This is one of the ways around it. So if we go down here... Is this the wall? I think so. So you could have done that if you'd wanted to. And then found the guard behind it. Does almost sound like there's loot over there, but I don't think it's close enough to actually be proper loot. I think it's maybe up here. Oh, I can't even hear it from this side. Two ways to go. We can go up or we can go across. Let's go across for now. Letter to Carloth. I can find no more use to put my talents in our pitiless lands, so I must go. The water freezes, I create art from them. The water melts, my art dissolves. The water freezes again. The cycle once brought me peace. I look upon my work and was comforted by its impermanence, and in the impermanence of all things. I took comfort in Rimmergan's promise of the end. But even the ice carver is not impervious to the cold, and the new wind that blows from the north, from Ukaizo, from the cracks in the in-between, chills me to my bones. There is something wrong in the world. Lodha, and not even your bright smile can set this cycle to rights. I head to the living lands. The vitality that fled my art is gathering there, condensing. Now a new chill rises in the land. A great conflict is coming, and our master will need his harbingers at his side. If Vatnir returns, tell him to come. But my love, I beg you, do not follow us. To serve our God most faithfully, I must believe you're still alive. Lexi. I'm sure that I recognize the name Vatnir. I think this was from the DLC for 2. I think Vatnir was in DLC for 2 that dealt with Rimmergand, but it's a long time ago that I did that. So if it's even slightly related, I'll take full credit. There's a Zurup down there. Okay. That was lucky, I will say. Ow. Might as well heal. Watch out for the water, it got the Zurups, thank God, he says.
Together, kid. We're nearly there.
Daily affirmations of focus and efficiency. All errors can be reforged into lessons. Abaddon rebuilt himself from ruin. No setback is insurmountable, not even death itself, so long as the soul is dedicated to the task. 2. Work hard, work well. Abaddon demands only honest labor and forthright service. All errors can be reforged if your first intentions are pure. 3. All ignorance can be reforged into knowledge. Master your craft, excel at what you have been trusted to do. Do not offend your teacher by remaining a student forever. 4. Each generation must forge its successors. Teach your trade to all who are willing to learn. In doing so, multiply the fruits of your knowledge. 5. All difficulties can be reforged into triumphs. Meet strife with humility and acceptance. Let adversity temper the ingot of your will and you will never shatter. 6. Embrace your station. Fulfill the duties of your rank and meddle not in the affairs of your betters. All guilds fail at their weakest link. 7. All loss can be reforged into strength. Profitable work heals all emptiness. So long as you have the tools of your trade, you will always be able to forge wealth anew. 8. Value the works of others, and they will value your works in return. Share the harvest with the hungry, and your tools with the destitute. 9. All souls can be reforged into whatever we will. Hard work is not exclusive to life. Death is no time for complacency. Commit yourself to excellence in this cycle and the next. So the fact that that's a book of Abaddon implies that this entire area was not Aethys. It may have been towards multiple gods originally. I'm just seeing whether we can destroy that. I don't think we can. But yeah, at least there are followers of multiple gods here. Which, yeah, I don't really know what to do with that information. Also, some of those affirmations were okay. Some were a little bit questionable, but, like, do not question your betters, but, you know, some of them were fine. Switch back to our other one. I only switched so I could test the elements. All it had on it was a carrot. That's kind of funny. Oh, you had more on you. You can hear more loot. Is it down here I can hear it? No, must be above us. Oh, you don't even take that much damage from running directly through the water. Oh, hello.
You're not my brother.
Your eyesight's still working.
I got to be dreaming. Oh gods, am I dead? Is this the beyond spirit? Have you come to take me to Gallowayne's side?
The kid's in bad shape, but he's not too far gone. I think we can help him.
I'm not ready. I've never even touched a girl. It's not fair.
So I can say, Kai Marius, we can't let this kid die a virgin. Can you help him? Wait a second. I know that it's saying, can you heal him? But the way that I'm reading it is like, we gotta give him one last party before it's time for him to go. I can give him a healing potion. I can use Dream Touch, or I can say toughen up. I'm gonna use Dream Touch. Let's use our godly power to heal.
Oh, that's the creepiest sensation I ever felt in my life. Like vines were growing all through me.
If it works, don't question it. And look, your wounds are closing up already.
Oh, wow. I feel leagues better. I thought for sure you were coming to take me back to the wheel. Who are you? What you doing down here?
Oifric sent us after you. Where's the rest of your team?
He actually made it? I wasn't sure he'd come through. And he sent the Emperor's fucking envoy. Damn. Am I ever glad to meet you?
Focus. The Free Expedition Corps. Where are they?
Right. Those assholes. They went on without me after I got hurt. We'll come back for you once we've got the relic, Admin. Honest. Oh, shit. Yeda was probably hoping I'd croak so she wouldn't have to tell our freak how she abandoned me. All she cares about is that Oracle and his relic. Which is probably just a big old dog bone if you ask me. It's probably still down there, fiddling with the statue. You must have seen it on your way in.
Tell me about Yeda.
Our captain, she's... I don't know. I don't want to talk out of turn.
Relax. You're not the first person to have a bad commander.
It's not like that. I mean, it didn't used to be. Yeda's not been quite herself lately. I've always known her to be cautious, careful. Now she charges forward recklessly. And she pushes us as hard as she pushes herself. And that's how I got hurt.
Has she been short-tempered? Distracted?
Yeah. When we make camp, she has these terrible dreams. Wakes us all up with her screaming and muttering.
Can't be sure, but it sounds like the dream scourge to me, Envoy.
Anything I need to know about the Oracle?
I doubt I know much more than you do. I mean, you're godlike, just like him.
Come on, kid. Don't get starstruck now.
Well, he's touched by Aethys, right? And he's supposed to be old, like hundreds of years old. And I don't mean elf old, he's extra old, like Aethys has been keeping him alive or something.
Great. He's old. Anything else?
They used to receive pilgrims, but only the ones who could make it in. This place, it's like a trial.
Yeah, we've seen the same traps and crumbling buildings you have.
And he's building something. A statue of Aethys, I think. But I don't know what for. I mean, after what Aethys did in the Deadfire, people don't come here anymore.
I'll go speak with this oracle then.
He'll be the last one to have seen him, I bet. I'll just rest up here a minute before I head back to Paradise.
Take it easy. No sense getting yourself into another scrape.
Promise, I'll take it slow. Hey, Envoy, for what it's worth, I really thought I was gonna die down here.
Given the extent of your injuries, you certainly would have.
It's a lucky thing you found me then.
I'll see you back in Paradise, Caedmon.
Right, yeah. You got those assholes to save and everything. I hope they're better off than I was.
Optional, speak to the Oracle of Aethys. I don't think that's optional. I think that's very much... I was going to say, I guess mandatory. But in my head I was like, that's inial. But anyway, doesn't really work. I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. Next time we head in to find the Oracle of Aethys and find out what happened to Yeda and whether she potentially has the plague that's been infecting this land. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.